Hello guys and welcome to the first video of the Showdown compound guide series. Here I'm gonna show you every trick and dirty secret of the compound in the game. Today's compound, it will be Lavatory. It's one of my personal favorites and I can't wait to show you all the secrets here. So let's start from the most important thing. Spawn points. To learn the compound properly, you need to learn where the enemies are, right from the start. Right from the start. So we are in Lavatory and the spawn points are right there. I don't know why it's taking so long, but they are. Memorize them. Just memorize them now. This compound is not very complex, but that doesn't mean that pushing or defending it is going to be easy for you. Let's start from the first building. I died so many times for someone camping up there that I lost the fucking count. It's just like, all you have to do is go in above the table, above this thing, above this other thing, and you're right behind the rosemary. Don't trust the rosemary though, because the rosemary is what makes this spot cheesy, because you can't see the player behind it, especially nighttime. So every time you open the door, you may want to check this spot. The rest of the building is pretty disappointing. It's like an open corridor with a lot of windows and no fucking cover. So you don't want to get inside there if 3 enemies are outside, because they don't even have to come inside. They're just gonna shoot you from all corners. This building is a no-go. Let's talk about another very underrated spot. Those planks on my right, let me just stop the image real quick so you can see it better. Is the favorite spot of shotgun players, fanning players, so whoever is too lazy to move their asses, you know? So every time you go up the staircase, you just want to look right, just real quick, to see if anyone is crouching there. Before we move to the second out of 4 major buildings in this compound, I want to show you something minor. The guard tower on the right. A lot of people don't give a shit about this tower, but it's actually one of the best spots to defend the compound. The crack under the window is very useful to defend the bridge. If someone is approaching the compound from the bridge, you're gonna have the advantage and they can't even see you. If you open the window though, you get more visibility but also more exposure, so you wanna be careful. If it's a quick pick, fine, but if you stay in front of the window, you kinda deserve that headshot, dude. So after we are done dealing with this dodge player down the staircase, we can move to the other main building. So the first trick I want to show you is that you can actually throw stuff from the little window on the roof, but there is a catch. So don't mind that, it's special, it's one of my friends, it's Adzon. The catch is that you can throw whatever you want from the window, but only explosives are gonna be effective, cause as you can see the bees are stuck in the second level of the roof and they are not attacking us. So the way to go is grenade or big bundle. This building is a little less disappointing than the previous one, but it's still kinda disappointing. You have a lot of cover, you can find some consumable and traps to put them on the windows, but it's still a corridor. So a corridor only has 2 ways. If you don't really have to get inside for cover, don't get inside, trust me. But of course, like any other building in this compound, there is a cheesy spot. We have a blind corner at the end of this corridor that I'm gonna show you right now. This particular spot is tricky because either you know how to be invisible there or your weapon is gonna peek and you're gonna get killed immediately. But if someone has experience with the spot, it can just basically wait for you and jump on your neck with a knife. It's highly recommended that you check this spot before you open the door. So according to Crytek, the collisions and the range of explosion of the hand grenade has been fixed. But
Go crazy! Ah, go stupid! Ah, go crazy! Go stupid! Ah, go crazy! Yeah! Go stupid!
so after the fire goes away, we can actually move to the next tricky spot. I'm gonna show you the other guard tower on the left, but it's not about the tower that I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about. The little gap between the fence and the ground that shows basically half of the forest. If someone approaches the compound from that corner, that specific corner, you have a lot of visibility. You can land the first shot before they even see you. The lavatory is a pretty small building, but it's also a very dangerous one because you only have like 4 or 5 sections for the toilets, but there's usually a genius crouching there with a shotgun, so try to avoid the lavatory this time. We finally reached the main building, the boss lair. The window and the main door are the first thing that you may want to check. So don't get inside the window, because there's gonna probably be 1 or 2 traps down there. Use the main door so it gives you better visibility. Once in, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite spots to just shoot the people that are pushing me from the main staircase on the left. This window is special because it gives you great visibility. If you have fuses, flare gun or whatever, and you shoot it outside, in nighttime especially, you're gonna have amazing visibility on the enemy. This rifle rack is actually pretty interesting because it's a great cover. You may not think about this, but the rifles are made out of steel or iron or whatever the fuck they were using at the time. So they provide good cover. If you push inside and you need to get in cover for whatever reason, use the rifles. It's your best chance. Keep in mind though, the wood is not bulletproof. So luck is always a factor in Showdown. Let's move to a defending spot. When you are inside the boss lair, you may want to use this one. I don't really like holding corners like that, but I usually don't play shotgun or very close range. But if you have a Romero or whatever shotgun at this distance, if some unlucky guy wants to pick the door, you know what to do. This is probably my favorite defending spot, the cracks on this wall. You have no idea how easy it is in daytime to see the people outside these cracks, even if they're crouch walking. This is a free kill, guys, you should use this. I'm gonna show you, in my opinion, one of the most difficult pick corners to learn in this compound. It's very cheesy, but a lot of experienced players know about that, and they're gonna probably shoot it immediately as soon as they get on the roof. This is called the suicide window. The name is pretty self-explanatory, but let me show you why. All of these are pick corners that have visual on the window, and opening the window means that you have to check all of those spots in 0.0001 seconds before you get shot in the face by one of those spots. So don't pick the suicide window, come on. So like the cracks in the other window, the main gate, the sliding door, the big one, offers the same kind of cover and visibility. So it's very useful, but it's also pretty easy for the people outside to spot you, especially if they have a sniper. So you may want to sit in the right corner and take a look on the staircase. If they use it to go on the roof, it's a free kill for you. But stay on the right corner. The number of cheesy spots in the bedrooms are infinite. Like, every window offers you very good visibility to the middle of the compound. You can shoot people left and right. You can use the different angles from the bedrooms to your advantage. The main rule is don't get too close to the windows, because as I showed you before in the suicide windows, these are all suicide windows. The bed on the left is probably the most wall-banged corner in this compound. Every time I jump on the roof, that's the first corner I shoot to see if anyone is sitting there. Oh yeah, the rectangle window of death. This is probably the biggest window in the whole compound, and the way you were using this window is probably the wrong one. The only smart way to use this window is not to use it. You should go back in the staircase and get the best angle you can on the people just trying to shoot your beautiful face from the roof. There are two specific corners, the left one and the right one. They differ because the left one is more dangerous, but is a little bit more rewarding in terms of visibility. But the right one offers better cover. So if they're trying to get a headshot on you, they may gonna get confused from the box right in front of you, or they may not, but why risking? Now, to show you what does it look from the roof, I'm just gonna show you the two corners I was talking about earlier. Left and right. Of course they are specular, so left is right, right is left, and you know, that, yeah. As you can see, the box offers better cover than the right side, but the right side is also very open for both players, the one attacking and the one defending. So if you want a clear shot, maybe you want to risk it, maybe not. This is actually your best chance to push inside this boss layer. You can throw stuff inside the window. You see the little window nobody gives a shit about? That's perfect. You can throw grenades, hellfires, bees, poison bombs to block the staircase. Whatever you want, everything is gonna go through. And it's gonna damage left or right of the staircase. This right here is the best corner to shoot at the rectangular window. You have a lot of cover from left and right, but not from behind, so don't go there if you're not really sure you're the only two teams alive. But if you are sure that you are the only two teams alive in the map, coordinate with your teammates, let him throw something at the staircase, and be ready to pick the window, because this one, my friend, is the best corner for that window. So now this is funny, because after 20 minutes of recording, or even more, we heard an explosion on the other side of the map, and I said, dude, probably a trip mine, you know, zombie, whatever. And Azon was quite surprised, but... So, problem is, after a little bit, we heard another explosion, so yeah, there were players there. 30 minutes just farming the map. Yeah, GG, guys. Yeah, this is a fake window. It's fake. Just another quick clip of this guy shooting after 30 minutes on the other side of the map. I'm gonna show you now a couple of different perspectives from the attacker and the defender point of view of the classic spots from the forest side. Attacking this building is never an easy task, especially if you have a long-range weapon like a Sparks or a Mosin or a Lebel and so on, so on. But there are a few tricks that you can use to rat the people out. One of these is the lantern trick. If someone is just camping behind the door and you don't want to risk it going inside and checking every corner, you can just shoot the lantern through the door, set them on fire, and then you know exactly where they are. Now for the wall cracks. You remember that from the inside it's basically cheating, but from the outside you can't see anything. But there's a trick. You can actually see and find out if there are actually players camping there. Using this little trick right here. This is more of a honorable mention because it's not really a part of Lavatory, but the majority of the fights that take place in Lavatory ends at the Lighthouse. So, down below the Lighthouse, in this little cellar right here, you're basically invisible. You have a lot of peeking spots from the door cracks or on top of the door or below the door if you have a sniper. And I promise you, you are fucking invisible inside here. So inside the Lighthouse there are multiple windows, but not all of them are good. We're just gonna see the main 2 or 3 windows after I'm done with this fucking ugly music. The first window is great, because you can see the whole compound right in front of you. You can see the bridge, you can see the forest, and you have a pretty good cover, because the metal bars are gonna stop every bullet that goes directly in front of you. So make sure you're covered. The second good window is probably aiming at what is another extraction point or the enemies pushing at you to steal your bounty. But the most important window is the one there, the one that goes to the extraction that is right below you. If your teammates are charging the extraction and they are staying at the boat, you can cover them from the little window. As for the top of the Lighthouse, if you go there, it's just suicide. Like you go there, get the edge, you deserve that. You deserve. Don't go on the top, especially outside.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Hope you guys enjoyed and see you in the next video.
You're an asshole, a big asshole.